Oh, this one.
Screw him. Oh,
No.
man.
Click X real quick.
Vanessa Seltz video.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Pop out.
I see. As you can see, I have a lot of experience with Twitch.
The only time I'm on Twitch is in here, so I'm kind of like a newbie with Twitch as well. Shout out to Seriously Serious in the building. What's up?
Funniest guy. Makes the best videos. Oh my god. I listen to those, the Jungle Man song all the time. My name is Dan. Dog is Head. Too many good ones. Of course, the, what's the one? Put your dongers up.
Yeah, throw your dongers up. That's my favorite. Throw your dongers up is amazing.
So we have a raise from Doug right out of the gate. Or a 3-bet from Doug, actually, right out of the gate.
We got a heads-up challenge in the chat right out of the gate. Would be willing to play you heads up and this is going great.
King 3 deuce. Wayne does have a heart in his hand. Doug with the backdoor flush draw. And an ace high at the moment.
We give some shout out to my man 7 Nocturnity 7 Ryan Meese in the chat throwing up their fees and their cheats. What's up, fam? Glad to see you guys. What's going on? Sorry, to Doug 3-bet, ace 10. And what happened? Why is there so much money in this pot?
So there was a 3-bet, and then it went check, bet, call. Wayne bet 200.
Ah, I see.
Doug called with ace high.
Diller Confer says, you look fresher after the AI challenge. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So what? Again, Doug folds. So what is?
Good start. Now
So they're bought in for 2,500. Are they allowed to rebuy?
I assume they are. I'm assuming they can play up to their given time.
They can put
Right.
as many right. Okay.
So if Wayne gets felted and he wants to reload, as many times as he wants to reload, he's more than welcome
Wayne
to
gets
reload.
felted.
And if Doug,
What if Doug gets felted?
Doug gets felted, I'm sure Doug's gonna just he has his auto rebuy button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Just pouring chips onto his stack.
He's gonna be topping off, I'm sure. So it looked like Doug led the turn with his ace high.
D2.
It was King 3 deuce deuce, and he led the turn after check calling.
Wait, did Doug win the pot?
Doug won the pot. I thought he won the pot.
Did Doug? I thought he. I
saw him check called flop. I didn't see the
check
turn.
called.
Okay, then Wayne won the pot. Then our graphic was off for the first hand.
I just every now and then, you know.
Jason, does Doug bluff a lot? Or no, does Doug bluff? You know, Doug's a pretty solid player. I think you're going to see his heads-up game revolves around getting sets and betting when he has flopped such sets. So
No, dude, he's a really great top pair game as well. He plays a lot of top pairs.
I mean, we'll take the top pair. We'll check it down to the river. We'll maybe call a bet under 25% of the pot, but we're not going to put too much money in the pot without a
top
set.
pair, with not, yeah.
Oh, man.
So no set, no
No
bet.
set, no bet.
The
Yeah.
golden rule.
That's that's like a preview of what you can expect in Doug's advanced heads-up mastery course. It's just a taste. No, Doug lost that
I
pot.
don't know,
He's good.
man.
So we have a race to 60 from Doug.
I
Wayne
just know,
defends his
like,
big
what
blind with
happens
8-4
in
suited.
challenge is, like, real messed up. You know?
Oh, the Jungle Man stuff?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
I hope Wayne gets gangster and check raises this.
Check.
I bet you Doug checks back.
So Doug goes for the delay C-bet.
No, I've just been like, so I thought I was actually going to get 5 today, but that was tomorrow. And so I was like, all right, I got plenty of time to get a haircut at 3. And I get in the car, and like I look at the schedule, and it says 4. I need a guy.
You need a guy.
I need a guy, apparently.
I think you need a personal assistant.
I have one.
That's why he needs a guy.
Yeah, but it's more of like they do like the house and like not.
Must be nice.
I need a
Wayne could be your traveling person.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I need a
happening.
traveling person.
not
Yeah, I don't know if I'm big time enough yet.
I don't know.
You're
One-
big time enough.
One day.
You could have used that money from last night to pay for a whole
Oh, already with the needles.
75.
You put my seat to good use.
Yeah.
Raise from Wayne on the blind, and Doug defends his big blind. About how much is Doug going to be defending his big blind heads up?
What is the new Upswing Lab advocate for big blind defense versus 3x? I think it's 61% of hands.
61%.
Yeah.
3-bet 12 to 13%. if they get out of line and they're opening upwards of 80% hands, you can theory up to 15% hands.
Yeah.
From the big blind. So expect a really solid game plan out of Doug.
But it's live at the bike. Doug could
That's right.
Doug could open up the floodgates a little.
That's right.
Get some 6-5s offs in there. I don't know. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, he might play like a little bit looser. He might have taken some inspiration from Alec yesterday and been like, you know what, we're on TV. We gotta
Shout out
juice it
to
up.
Man on Fire.
We gotta juice it up. We gotta play some pots here. Ooh, Wayne.
So we have a double barrel from Wayne.
Wayne is making some moves with the stone nut low nothing. I think
No
Wayne's gonna get this one.
no equity, no care.
Here's the Michael Jordan Wayne. The deuce 3 suited of hearts.
That's not a good card for him, but like he might have some heart here. This might work. He might go for it.
He's got 2 hearts in his hand, 1 more in his chest.
Uh-oh, Doug might turn his hand to a bluff. Yeah, it looks like Doug's gonna bluff with his hand. Doug is gonna bluff with the best hand.
I had you.
And take it down.
Oh man. So fees, how did Doug do last night? He lost 35K?
He lost
You got- you got
34K.
it first one.
34K.
I
I feel
lost.
like
There'll
1025
probably
is
be
not
some
the place you're going to get
fluctuation with
unstuck
chips here.
from 35K.
Maybe. I mean, like, well, yeah. I mean, that's generally speaking, no. But I think he's just getting warmed up
For the
know,
1500
for the
PLO,
1500
low,
PLO,
low,
which
low.
Let me just
low,
get, like, 2 minutes here to
which
put
I think is
myself
I think
over
that's his
that,
master
and then
plan.
chat about some
I
Warcraft
think
because
his
got some good
what he's
stories.
trying to do is just wait until the PLO rolls around. You know what? His strategy might even be to play really tight. I'm sure Zach is tuned in right now, checking out the action. What's up, Zach? And maybe his strategy is to just knit it up, and then and then just all of a sudden get really gangster when he's playing the high states.
Every hand you're getting dealt in.
We can do either way. Check.
7 deuce deuce. Both players missed the flop. Both of them have 10 high.
Surprised Doug checked back here with a 10-3.
Wayne does pick up a flush draw.
Tough hand to realize equity on the turn here. Now you gotta love Wayne's spot. I think he's probably just gonna bet and take it.
80.
I don't know. Go for a check. I like Doug's delay here. I could put Wayne in a tough spot. Doug could usually have queen high.
Doug went to commerce by mistake. The chat trolled me so good last night. Remember someone was like, Doug drove to the Hustler. Doug just Snapchatted from the Hustler. I'm like, are you kidding me? I fire up my Snapchat to see if he's there. Nope.
Dude, the trolls are good, man. They're getting better.
Oh, we actually believe that in the booth.
Yeah.
We're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did Wayne just check call that? Oh, and he's gonna get it through. No Chopperooski here.
So like I said, this guy Wayne, he's not a rollover guy. He's been playing professionally and a prop for the last 10 years.
Cool. I just-
Plays 10, 20, and has played
all the
huge
stuff
games
out
of
of the
PLO
way, and
at
then-
different
and then I
casinos of 50 and 100 at times.
And
So,
he plays. And does he play? Is he a limit player or is he a no limit player?
he's a limit player mostly, but he plays a lot of no limit.
Plays a lot of no limit.
There's,
Okay,
like, so
yeah,
much
I
you
think
have to
we
do
were talking
nowadays.
last
I
night.
know.
It sounded like
I don't do
sounded like he
nearly as
played a
much
lot of
as you
limit,
do, and
but
it's already
had been
taxing.
Yeah, it's a
dabbling
lot.
in the limit streets.
Shout out to Wheeze and the real Eggy.
Oh, it's over.
DJ Kovac Bog says, Jason, do you have bad dreams about Lebradas? No, man, I'm just happy that whole thing is done. You have no idea how draining that was. 12 hours a day of that, man.
How many days in until you hit the wall?
We never,
Easy.
I don't know, we never hit the wall per se, but we knew we were going to lose 8 days in. So it's oh, great, now we only have 150 more hours of losing ahead of us. We're just going to show up every day and lose.
Do you think that you are a better player now because of it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Lebradas is obviously the best heads-up player in the world there is. So when you have a chance to play against someone good, you always improve. Those are the best lessons are always playing against people better than you. Usually you have to pay a ton of money in playing high stakes to do that. But, just pushing your game to that edge every single day, being forced to focus so much on every single spot. There's no easy spot you're getting money from.
Right.
Basically, there's no spot you're getting money from.
Yep.
So just that exercise and, thinking about removal so much, thinking about your range and, trying to figure out Lebradas' range, which is very difficult considering it's a mixed strategy all the time.
Yeah.
Just the exercise of doing that over and over again is great practice for sure.
Yeah, I was looking through some of those hands, and I was like,
Look at that. We own a dealing
God damn,
card.
this is like, it's super smooth.
Every time.
You know, when you just like make a filter, you just like look, and it's like it has like yeah, it's just like every hand. So then you're like, well, what's the best strategy here? I'm like, I have no, you know, like, I have no idea. There were like there was like, I want to say 2 spots where Doug and I found, and like they were like real specific. It was like call 3-bet, like bet check bet, or like a double check or something. Like there's like on like specific boards where it's like, oh, it's like actually it's got a leak here. It's like it's weak here. You could like, you know, you could get a couple more bluffs through, and that was only over the hands we saw. Like, you know, easily if it had a bigger sample, it would, you know, could have.
Yeah, that's actually what confused us a lot is this mixed strategy where it's playing different hands different ways all the time.
Right.
It makes it so there's a ton more variance in the statistics. So, you know, like if you had 20,000 hands, let's say on a normal human player heads up, you could like make some confident assessments about like their frequencies on like the
Alright,
flop
good.
for sure.
Right.
But
so,
with the broadest, it was not the
start with
case.
War
Like
3.
we
I'll
saw
start with War 3.
frequencies
Start
go
with
from
three.
like
So,
50%
I
folds to 35%
played
folds
Warcraft
And that's
for
huge.
the
as
first
like the
time
variance
in my
played out more.
life.
So yeah, it was insane.
And
I
it
played, like,
had a
Warcraft
ton
for
of
the second half
3-bet
because I felt
sizes,
like
right? And C-bet
War
sizes,
3
and all
was, like,
kind, right?
so
Yeah,
natural,
it
like,
was
one
using
race
like
had
4
a
different
big
3-bet
advantage.
sizes. I think
So
they like got
I
away
felt
with
like
they had a really huge
there was a
one
lot of that.
that
So I
they
felt
no
like there
longer
was a
used
pretty
once we started
pretty
opening to
reasonable
larger
strategy
sizes.
to,
But
play
yeah, a
good
bunch of
races.
sizes all over the place and 200 big blinds deep,
But I always
getting in
like
spots
Orthodox.
that like you're not used to getting in.
Right. Yeah. And the other thing is about using all this, like you can't all of a sudden statistics aren't nearly as valuable. You know, like a 50% because like a 50% c-bet's not going to mean much if occasionally they're, you know, 4x potting the flop. Like it can be very misleading.
So we got a c-bet from Wayne who raised pre-flop, and it's checked down to the river. The turn got checked through. Doug with the best hand going for value.
275.
All the draws here miss. The 6 pairs. Doug might not bet all of his jacks here. We'll bet some 6s and all of those, you know, queen high, all the straight draws, queen high with a spade and worst miss. So Wayne might be considering a call here. Not unreasonable. He for the most part, you know, would beat all of Doug's bluffs. So this hand, you know, is kind of as good as any in some ways.
Seems very polar when Doug bets the size of the pot almost.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, Doug is, that's the thing is, okay, so Doug is the jack here. You know, he otherwise would probably have 10 high and worse. So yeah, that would make king 5 potentially a reasonable call.
So Jason, if there was one main takeaway versus the AI that you learned, what would you say the main thing that you learned from the AI that you can adapt to your game?
I can imagine
That you would want to use like next
not
session that you
have
would
very
want to
good
try to
play.
plug in?
I would say
Yeah, I did a lot of towering, a lot of tower rushes.
not like a
lot of
specific
backs, blade
thing.
master,
See,
a lot of-
and people have asked me that, and
all of them
Lebradas
like
uses
hit
such
this
an
big.
intricate strategy. You can't just
River,
copy
river,
things.
river.
So one thing Lebradas
And,
did was like lead
but I like
flops,
doing a lot of
donk
like
bet
math
flops,
based
turns, or
strategies.
rivers. You know, more than a human would ever do. Humans typically like don't do it. And Lebradas is able to do that because it's playing so many different hands different ways that it like can balance its range safely doing that. So I can't necessarily say like, oh, I'm going to start donking flops now because I cannot replicate the mixed strategy to make that a balance. What I would say, the thing I just take away is focusing
I
on
was
card
like,
removal and blockers, like, you know,
Like, I
so
did, like,
much
extra
more
plays and
than I
then,
already did. You just on every decision, it basically ended up being a lot versus Lebradas. So really just general stuff like that. Specific stuff is just too difficult for a human to copy.
Lucas Vienna in the chat asked how Doug's heads-up PLO game is. I would say it's very strong. Not quite as good as his no-limit game, but he's a very good heads-up PLO player. He's played a lot of very high stakes heads-up.
Yeah, and with Doug, he was actually getting a lot better at heads-up PLO right when Stars decided to drop kick heads-up in the face.
Yeah, just catch 6x rake increase.
Yeah, they just did that, and then they made it all zoom, and you know, it's no longer like, can you really play high stakes against who you want to? So,
what's up, C Miles 5? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I actually remember that. I remember I think he was playing Ansky at 5100, and then like that was the first day they did it, or the next day they did it, or something.
Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, well, like I guess, you know, I can invest time in this, or I can invest time in And YouTube. I think I'm gonna do some more
Too
YouTube.
thin.
And today we are not live with you guys. You guys are on a 15-minute delay. So if we are late to answering your questions, you will get them in 15 minutes.
We had a couple replays on there.
2v2?
Yeah, 2v2. But we lost every single replay on there. Us losing because like we weren't like popular.
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah, people would just upload whenever they win, and then like whenever you lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we never upload any.
If you don't upload, you're not gonna get points.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like I actually had like an audience to talk about strategy and stuff. I remember Blizzard had this contest where like you had to like do like a short like review of like something about how to play War 3, and if you won, you got like a free mouse and like $25. It was just like some small giveaway. I remember winning it, and I was like the happiest ever, man. And, like you think about the value of it, it was like maybe like $100 worth of value, and like you just get a post on their site, and I was like, this is so cool, you know.
Shout out to I am Jace2. What's up, my man? How are you?
What you did?
MassTax707. What up?
First ever StarCraft.
Ryan, it's gonna get super hot in here, bro. It's just gonna let you know. It's gonna be like an oven box in here.
I didn't realize this.
When
I mean, I guess I'm okay, but
we'll get a round of some waters pretty soon.
What race did you play?
I played random.
Yeah, that must.
Ryan just got his game out of the muck, guys. He just got his game out of the muck. Finally, he's got a Live at the Bike T-shirt on. I know you were supposed to bring me an upswing shirt. I was gonna rock one, but I forgot to remind you.
They're in the mail. They're still in the mail. I ordered them.
Right there. He's got his Live at the Bike shirt on, guys.
What's up, fam? We're repping the little LATB tonight.
someone in the chat just said, can you guys talk about the Doug's Queen 6 against Alex Jack's hand last night?
Adam Gray says, will you have a threesome with me and my wife and myself? Yes, except you can't come.
You're prioritizing that question, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I thought Doug's barrel was pretty good. I don't. I mean, I guess credit to Alec for making a big call there.
I like StarCraft, but like,
I personally would not have called, but hey, he called and was right. I guess it'd be more interesting to hear from his perspective, like his thoughts of the hand and what made him call.
I think his thought was Doug bluffs a lot. I'm on stream. I'm on stream. Call.
Could be, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Alec does a hand video about that hand in the future.
I got it.
Yeah, I bet you will.
For sure he will. It's going to get so many views having Doug in the hand.
The other guy gets more experience.
When Doug's barreling there and it's an ace-high flop,
Yeah, but there's like enough like
is
unit comps
Doug
that
also
I
trying to
don't
get him
know.
off as strong of a hand as ace-jack? Because some ace-queens and ace-kings, Alec would probably 4-bet, right, pre-flop. So some of